Welcome to Career Conversations. This is a podcast by Korero. My name is Liam. I am the host of the podcast, and I am joined by Joe, who is one of the co-founders of Korero and the person who is going to bring all the great insights and value to this podcast. I'm going to tell you a little bit now about how the podcast and the format will work, and then I'm going to pass over to Joe, who is going to tell you exactly what the benefits are you will get as a business owner for listening to this podcast. So we're going to spend about 6 to 7 episodes talking about the HR and people challenges that face the hospitality industry. And we're also going to introduce Korero as a possible solution for some of those. After we've done that, we're going to move into a format where each episode will focus on a specific question that you as a business owner can ask as part of your engagement with employees. So whether that be surveys or conversations or whichever way you choose to do it, each episode will give you a specific question to use, and it will also talk about the benefits of using such a question and how you can use some of the data as well. So my role as the host is to ask Joe some really silly questions, and then Joe will basically take those questions and she will provide some amazing insight and some value to you as a business owner in hospitality. So, Joe, what can you tell us about this podcast? What can people expect to learn from this podcast, and why should they hang around?
Well, I think it's all about why having really good career conversations and having them through Korero can can be a competitive advantage, really, and also help you with your people promise, your employee value proposition. So what you're saying to the market and to your people about what's great about working here. If you're working in a business, then and you're an employee, then it's all about having the ability to be able to drive your own career forward and understanding what that could look like. From a leadership perspective, we're talking a lot about the types of questions to have with people when they're having a career conversation in terms of having a really good, robust coaching conversation. So a bit about leadership capability. And then as far as business is concerned, it's all about, well, what are the things that I can learn by people in this business having these types of conversations, whether that's in terms of what development people might need to progress and grow, whether people even want to progress and grow, knowing that is really, really useful. Risk of leaving, whether, what people's aspirations are, whether they would relocate. If you're looking to do more new openings, surely it's better to fill from within. So we'll be discussing all those kinds of things, plus, what are the types of questions that we should be asking when we're having this type of conversation.